If you want to get good at anything you really want to do, be it making music or maybe you're an artist or whatever you want to do, sports, the key to getting good at it is creating a habit. After I finished high school, I wanted to really improve my production skills. I had a lot of free time. I didn't go into studies directly. So I created this habit of making a beat every day. And my goal was to just get better at making beats. But really quickly I realized that actually the habit of making these beats is a lot more valuable than the beats themselves. So it happens a lot that when we try to get good at something, we focus on every single attempt that we do. Say you want to get better at making beats, maybe you focus on every beat and you want every beat to be better than the one before. And this habit made me realize that that's actually not the way it works. The way it works is you create a habit, and this habit is what gradually makes you better. And every single step might not be better than the other one. Maybe you go 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and so on and so forth. But for the long term, you will get better. It's kind of like working out. Many people work out, and so they see that maybe one workout goes very well. They get to lift a certain amount of weight, and then the next one they can't. They're weaker or whatever. But the thing that counts is that you just do it regularly and you have the habit. And so over the years, you will get stronger. You want to create a habit so that you can first do all these attempts, but secondly, also become that person who has the habit of doing something. So throughout these years, or throughout this time where I produce 1 beat a day, I started to become the producer that I wanted to be. It's kind of an identity thing as well. So creating the habit is more important than the actual beats that you make. Of course, the beats are also important, and every single attempt is important, but the habit, the long-term habit, is what counts. So how do we create habits? This is something that I never really thought about, but I kind of did it with the habits that stuck with me. And of course, I tried to create habits that didn't stick. But the ones that did, I realized that there was a pattern with these. And so I kind of thought about how can I put this together so that maybe you have like a process to create a new habit. And so the first thing was to actually realize that the habit is more important than every single attempt. If I know that I'm working towards the goal of creating a habit instead of working towards getting better, I won't be discouraged if 1 beat isn't very good. I'll be like, okay, this one isn't very good, next one will be fine. Because I will not focus on every single outcome. I will focus on the fact that I want to create a habit. If you focus on getting better every time, then you will have a phase where this won't be happening. You will be stagnating, maybe you will be going back. By knowing that the habit is more important than the improvement, you will stick to it. Then the second thing that I realized was to combine it with another habit that you have. So in my case, with the daily beats, it was basically I just got up in the morning, I had my breakfast, which was a habit, and then I brushed my teeth, which was also a habit, and then I went directly to making beats. So combining your new habits to your old habits makes it a lot easier because you won't have that much resistance. Because if you try to create a new habit just in the middle of the day, it will take more decisions for you to actually do it than if you just combine it with a habit. You know, brushing your teeth and then boom, habit. And then the third thing, which is kind of obvious, is basically discipline and momentum. The hardest thing of keeping a habit is to actually not break it. You know, first you create it, But then once you have the habit, you will be tempted to break it. Especially in times where things don't improve, things go, get stagnated, maybe you even go a step back, you will be a bit discouraged. But then you want to keep in mind that the habit is more important, but also you have to be disciplined, basically. And you have to still do it even if you don't feel like doing it. Of course, we all fail sometimes. And so did I. There were days where I missed out, where I didn't do something. But one thing that I tried to do then was to, if I miss one day, to not make it 2 in a row. So basically, if you fail once while building this habit, make sure that it's not more than once in a row. Just fail once and then go back to it the next time you do it. That's the key to really building momentum, because there's kind of 2 types of momentum. There's like positive momentum, or momentum towards where you want to go, and momentum in the other direction. So you want to build the momentum towards where you want to go and avoid any kind of momentum in the other direction. By you failing once, that won't create a lot of momentum. But if you fail once and then 2 times in a row, it goes very quickly into that other direction. So you don't want to do that. Focus on just failing if you fail. Of course, focus on not failing at all, but there will be failure. Then make sure you don't fail 2 times in a row. So yeah, this was today's video. I hope you guys maybe learned something. Maybe it helps you to get better at whatever you want to get better at. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.